Hello Internet! Welcome back to some more Bazzle Stadium Live. I'm here again with Nathan this week, so hello Nathan.
Hello gamers.
Hello. Nathan is ChaoticEspeon online. Is Espeon your favourite Pokemon?
Yeah, kind of. Just a little bit. I've got an obscene amount of Espeon merchandise literally in my home.
Fair enough. Yeah, Espeon is actually, and Nathan has been using it a bit this season. Nathan can use Weather Ball. Espeon can use Weather Ball, which makes it quite interesting, like seeing an Espeon use like Max Rockfall and stuff like that. But we're here again with this Indeedee Slurpuff team, and this just looks a lot like the team that went around a lot at the beginning of the metagame, isn't it? Like there's again a load of beat up options. So Mimikyu and Dragapult and Whimsicott all then beat up. Lucario and Arcanine are justified as well. So it's a little bit tricky. But if he is just going the justified route, do you not think Indeedee Slurpuff works?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, his team looks pretty much identical to the first team from the last video.
I can't even remember that.
Yeah, I think we just go Indeedee Slurpuff. What was the rest of his mons? Yeah, we probably bring Gyarados to this one. And well, it's up to you. Do you think we bring Rotom or Rhyperior?
I think Rhyperior. I don't know. Both can do something. Like I'm looking at the.
Something else we could do is lead Togedemaru Gyarados if we're expecting the beat or justified stuff, but
well, it's too late to change now. Let's just go Rhyperior. So okay, if we'd led with Togedemaru Gyarados, how would we have played that?
Well, if he's leading beat or Whimsicott, we just fake out an Airstream.
Fake out Airstream, yeah.
Oh,
okay. But yeah, I mean,
Dragapult.
Dragapult.
I would assume he's going to lead Dragapult.
Yeah, Dragapult and Mimikyu can learn beat up. They're not often seen using beat up, but I mean, it is an option. But like, I'm sure that there's some justified shenanigans going on here. So Mimikyu and Arcanine. So maybe the Mimikyu's got beat up. In which case, does a Max Mindstorm knock out a Dynamax Arcanine at -2?
I think if it's obviously an offensive Arcanine, it probably should. I think we've probably just got to risk the speed tie here if he's going for the beat up plays.
Yeah. Arcanine and Indeedee both
be quicker than Indeedee.
Both speed 95 and Mimikyu 96. So you imagine the Mimikyu is going to be jolly here and go for the beat up into the Arcanine. Yeah, it's going to be a speed tie. We could Cotton Spore or String Shot, whatever.
But then we're not knocking out anything this turn.
No,
I think you're right with your initial hunch.
We just going for the speed tie.
Yeah.
All right, here's the faces. So for once, finally, Slurpuff is going to be used in a supporting role here, as opposed to the Dynamaxings yesterday. I mean, yeah, his team didn't look slow, so I'm not worried about a Trick Room here. And we have got Rhyperior in the back as well, if he really does want to go for a Trick Room. But if we see his Arcanine Dynamax as well here, then we'll know that something is going to come out. Let's see. It's not. Okay. Well, this Arcanine has gone into oblivion now then. As long as... Okay, no beat up. Alright. And, okay, maybe that wasn't a speed tie then. Maybe that wasn't an offensive Arcanine. Alright, okay. That's one knockout. But Indeedee has taken a fair chunk of health.
Yeah,
let's see what...
just not too sure what to make of that first turn. Player off, and I'm not sure what Arcanine was going for there. Maybe a Snarl?
I mean, he's got... Yeah, probably a Snarl. I mean, the guy's got a higher rating than we do, so, you know, he is clearly... You know, he knows how to play Pokemon. But... and here's Whimsicott. Okay. So, we know the Mimikyu is faster than Indeedee, yeah? And obviously will be with a Tailwind especially.
Well, Karma gets Max Strike the Whimsicott and String Shot, because even if he goes for Tailwind, it will be quicker next turn.
Aha.
Both, actually.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Mimikyu's disguise is still going to be intact. I'm a little bit worried about if his Mimikyu Dynamaxes and attacks into the Indeedee as well. But we can't do anything about that, can we?
Well, String Shot should... Oh no, because he's going to Tailwind.
Yeah, if he Tailwinds. Which he doesn't.
No, he doesn't Dynamax.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, no Dynamax either. So both of their Pokemon. So there's String Shot. So there's the other option that Slurpuff has here. Both of them -2 speed now with new dynamic speed tiers and everything. It's instantly slower, and even slower now because Max Strike reduces their speed by 1 stage too. So these are two -3 speed Pokemon right now. Giga Drain. Is he just doubling into the Indeedee then with a Play Rough and yeah, Giga Drain. Oh, okay.
Oh well.
Even if he Tailwinds now, we are going to be faster because of that Max Strike.
Yes, we are. So Dazzling Gleam, Max Mind Summon into Mimikyu. Yeah, no downside.
Yeah, I mean that was my first thought too. Like, do you think Whimsicott maybe survives the Dazzling Gleam? Even if it does, is that the worst case? You know, is that too bad?
No, it's not the worst case if it does survive.
But yeah, that was just very, very simple moves. Yeah, makes sense. And again, if he doesn't Dynamax anything, then it's going to be going down here. Maybe he doesn't want Dynamax since he's like -3 speed, but I mean, nothing really wants to take a terrain boosted, life orb boosted Max Mindstorm, unless it's Dark type, or a Metagross or something, or a Bronzong maybe, more appropriate for this format. Okay, he Tailwinds. There's the Dazzling Gleam. Does knock out the Whimsicott, does break the disguise, and this Max Mindstorm surely one-shots the Mimikyu here.
Yeah, 100%, with it being quicker than Indeedee. I think it has a slight chance to survive if it's got, well, max HP, but this one definitely doesn't.
Yeah, so terrain boosted, life orb boosted, Dynamax boosted, you know, Max Mindstorm's power is like 130, isn't it? So that's a powerful attack. And he's still got his Dynamax. Our Dynamax has ended now. It is Lucario. And he is in Tailwind as well. So what we could do is... Now this might sound stupid, but we could Trick Room and String Shot.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Because we get the speed advantage either way. There's literally no downside.
But we have got Gyarados and Rhyperior in the back, so do we really have to?
No, I think we're trying to be a bit too flashy. We could be safer in this Click Psychic and String Shot.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because, yeah, like he can only target one per turn. Oh, he doesn't even Dynamax. He's going for the Rock Slides. So, if Slurpuff doesn't flinch this, the Tailwind is essentially gone. Ooh, we do flinch. So, okay. We can't intimidate him either. Do you think Rhyperior comes out? Or Gyarados? Because he is going to Dynamax now.
No, I think we bring Gyarados out. Because he can only knock out one of these Pokemon if he Dynamaxes. So he's either going to, well, take a Waterfall, or we could even Dragon Dance. And we can String Shot to lower his speed for Rhyperior.
Oh, it's not. He is justified, because this Intimidate just worked. So
that should be game?
Well, we'll see. I mean, anything can happen, as we learned yesterday. But yeah, I mean, I think Dragon Dance and String Shot works, doesn't it?
Yes, 100%. I'm curious whether a Max Rockfall would even knock out our Gyarados, especially at -1.
Ooh, yeah. I mean,
because if it didn't, we get to activate our weakness policy.
I'm worried that we're like sort of choking this game away. Okay, so we can only target one here. Yeah. So either we're getting a Dragon Dance off, but the thing with that is, he's got one more turn of Tailwind after this. So if he knocks out the Slurpuff here, he can just knock out the Gyarados next turn. But then we've got a Bandage Rhyperior in in his face. He could be Focus Sash as well. Ooh, and he has got the Steel Spike boost as well. So yeah, maybe this is why, like, there's a little something in my head thinking, you know, maybe he shouldn't Dragon Dance. Because, like, if a Rockfall does knock out Gyarados, he's at -1, but it is still a Rockfall. He's going to keep his Sash and get 2 attacks into Rhyperior.
But I think here we just Waterfall and High Horsepower, and that should be enough. Because I can't see Lucario knocking out, especially with a 90 base power max fighting into a solid Rock Rhyperior.
No. Yeah, we can't protect. And do we Earthquake for the accuracy? High Horsepower is more powerful. I think, actually, the original version of this team had a Sugar Berry on the Lucario, didn't it? And if it is justified as it is, it's not going to be Sash. So, I think it probably is Sugar Berry. So maybe 2 Earthquakes is safer.
Yeah, we don't want to run the risk of missing as well.
So, yeah, let's double Earthquake then.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, so he is Knuckling. But at least this is the last turn of Tailwind. So, I believe it is anyway. So, Gyarados will be faster from the next turn onwards. And since it's not in a focus, we can flinch it. That's a decent, that's a decent amount of damage with Waterfall, and it wasn't even a Sugar Berry.
Oh, wow.
So there we go. Thinking way too much into how that could have gone wrong. We just needed to press the attacks, and we would have won really. Yeah, fair enough. I'm such an idiot sometimes, aren't I? The amount of times I read all of the comments on these videos. The amount of times, like you know, earlier in the game, Gastrodon has eaten its Rindo Berry, and then later on in the game, I'm like, oh, but what if it's Citrus Berry? Or, you know, something like that. Oh dear. Okay, so wait, we won. Yes, we won, didn't we? Yeah. So let's go in. Let's do one more game. And yeah, okay. Yeah, we've had, you know, ignoring the paralysis yesterday, we've had a clean sweep so far. This guy's got an even higher rating, even still. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a Flapple. There's a Flapple. And
I actually used your team a little bit on stream, and I was astonished how much damage it actually does with just a maxed grass attack into a Togekiss.
Oh,
ridiculous.
It is amazing, yeah. It does so much damage. Yeah, I mean, this is weird, isn't it? It looks like Trick Room. Because aside from the Venusaur and I guess the Duraludon, is that you haven't got too much offense going on. So I think we need to lead Indeedee, but there's the Venusaur too. We have got the goggles on this Rotom.
Yeah, so is this time safety goggles Rotom?
Yeah, but I'm also worried about the Duraludon leading. Maybe we could max flare that.
And if Indeedee Dynamaxes as well, if we need to, Duraludon's not really knocking it out.
Who do you think we want in the back then?
I think probably Gyarados. Rhyperior, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Rhyperior looks amazing against some of the team and terrible against those 2 grass Pokemon down there. But I mean, I guess we need it to draw, you know, offensive pressure away from our other Pokemon, I guess, because they kind of have to target the Rhyperior. But also with Slurpuff, I think we might have a little bit too much support. Maybe, I don't know. Like, we didn't really tend to use Slurpuff in the back at all, did we? So
no, I don't. There is some merit depending on what the opposing team is, but for the most part, you just want your offense in the back.
Well, this is either going to be a follow me in the Trick Room or a follow me and a Water Spout. So I think we have to go for a Imprison. But do we swap Rotom into Gyarados?
Yeah, I was thinking that because yeah, I think that covers all options. If he does go for Follow Me Water Spout, then Gyarados isn't taking too much damage. If he goes for Follow Me Trick Room, he's doing nothing this turn.
I mean, even if we stay in with Rotom, we're doing, what, a Thunderbolt into a Clefairy, which isn't a massive amount of damage. Yeah, I mean, I
And with the
guess.
3 grass types as well, I kind of want to preserve Rotom.
Yeah, yeah. Gyarados has got Power Whip on it as well, but yeah, I mean, getting rid of this Clefairy. I think if we get rid of the Clefairy, then we're looking okay. So maybe we could even go for a like a Dragon Dance next turn, maybe. But we do need to be aware that indeed he needs to be on the field to be imprisoning, and if it gets knocked out to like 2 Water Spouts, then you know, we're not looking too good. So we're intimidating a tiny little fairy here. Does it follow me? Is it a Trick Room, or is it a Water Spout? There's the Imprison. And it is a Water Spout. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Again, like the amount of times I said that, you know, Imprison's so predictable. Well, what we could do is Dynamax the Indeedee here. Don't you think?
Yeah, you're thinking Dynamax and Indeedee and just going for a Dragon Dance?
Yeah,
or do we want to just knock out Clefairy?
Because he's only got 1 Trick Room setter. As long as Indeedee is around, which it will be if we Dynamax, he can't Trick Room.
Yeah, to knock out Indeedee, he'd have to Dynamax Jellicent, and if he Dynamaxes Jellicent, I'm actually not... Well, I don't think it's the worst Pokemon that he could Dynamax for this matchup.
So I think we do Dragon Dance here.
Yeah.
But then next turn we'll be waterfalling into... Because I don't think a Max Mindstorm one-shots Clefairy, does it?
No, it shouldn't do.
So then a Waterfall will next turn, and another Max Mindstorm will do a lot of damage to the Jellicent next turn, put it in range of another attack, and we'll have prevented the Trick Room by then. So fingers crossed this will work out for us, but yeah, there's a lot of things that can happen here. The funny thing is, like, okay, we've imprisoned, but now we can't technically Trick Room. Like, we don't have Trick Room as an option, but Trick Room is still locked here. Oh, Clefairy protects. So good job we went for the Dragon Dance then. But a Waterfall now probably isn't going to knock out the Clefairy, which is bad. Because 2 Water Spouts probably will get the Indeedee now. Yeah, that was... I should have targeted the Jellicent with the Mindstorm there. Like, that's a mistake that I see other people do so many times, and it frustrates me, and I've just made it myself. Because there's not a lot of... Like, I don't have to target the Clefairy there. I could just target the Jellicent. I should have done just there. But
I think here maybe do we have to max guard? Just to keep Indeedee around for an extra turn when we can Waterfall Clefairy. Then maybe the next turn another Waterfall will knock out Clefairy and we can use our final turn of Life Orb on the Jellicent. So I'm worried about attacking because if he obviously reads us to attack, we just go down to Life Orb so he can Trick Room.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, this makes more sense than just attacking.
Oh, but he's in prison, so he couldn't have Trick Room this turn. But
Yeah, not this turn, but we've guaranteed it for the next turn.
Yeah.
Because we're not knocking out the PP. We're not knocking out the Clefairy this turn. Like, I was thinking maybe... Oh, Strength Sap. Oh, that's nasty. I mean, it's still in Waterfall range, but I was thinking maybe going for another Dragon Dance there because, you know, +2 Waterfall would have taken the Clefairy out from where it was, but he had protected the last turn, so it was a guaranteed attack this turn. We are still at neutral attack now, but surely the Clefairy goes for a Follow Me here. But we just have to double into the... Well, I guess we can just Waterfall the Clefairy and attack into the Jellicent, can't we?
Yes.
Because...
Yeah, might get the knockout on Clefairy from there. Neutral attack.
Yeah, I think a Waterfall should knock the Clefairy out, and this last Dynamax attack should do a lot of damage to the Jellicent as well. If he Dynamaxes the Jellicent, then he's not Trick Rooming, is he? But, yeah. Fingers crossed this Waterfall does knock out the Clefairy. I think it should. I think it has,
Okay,
yes.
good.
Okay. And now, even if the Indeedee goes down, which it probably is here, he shouldn't be able to get Trick Room up, because we should just be able to attack it with something next turn. In theory. I suppose if he goes for a Strength Sap here again... Oh, he has done, yeah. So that's how he could assure the Trick Room next turn, I suppose. That's not good. He's going to get a lot back from that. He's going to get everything back from that.
All Indeedy's hard work gone.
Yeah, all of Indeedy's work gone. Yeah, wow. What could we have done different there then? Because, like, we Dragon Danced on the right turn. Like, we did attack into the Clefairy when it protected one turn. I guess that could have technically been attacks into...
That's probably the only thing we could have done
the Jellicent. But even then, he could have just gone for a follow me and straight attack the next turn. So, like, that wouldn't have helped us at all, would it? And that's an interesting combination. Alright, can you remember what he had on his team?
No, I think play it safe, go Rotom.
I was thinking Rhyperior there, but we'll see. It's Duraludon. Yeah, Rhyperior would have been nice because we probably would have been faster than... Well, we would have been faster than the Jellicent. I guess if the Duraludon maxed and, Steel Spiked into the Rhyperior, then that would have knocked it out. Yeah, I'm not sure there's many ways we can win this now.
Much. Yeah, we don't have that much bulk on Rhyperior. I think we just have to go for a Thunderbolt and Power Whip into Jellicent, hope that knocks out.
Yeah, and then hope that the Duraludon for some reason can't one-shot Rhyperior.
We're doing a lot of hoping at the moment.
We are doing a lot of hoping, yeah. Yeah, the Power Whip is at -1 as well. So yeah, this Strength Sap has been the complete undoing of us. Like, it was kind of obvious that he was going to lead, like, follow me, Chirpy, and whatever, but what could we have done differently? Because I guess we're forced, really, to lead with the Imprison, but if we'd led with... Like, if we'd led with the Gyarados instead, then we would have had to make the turn 1 swap, I suppose, but, like, if we Dragon Danced, we wouldn't... The thing with Gyarados here is that, like, even, like, we can Dragon Dance as many turns that we want, because he's got the redirection, we can't get to the Jellicent, and it can always... Is that Weakness 40? Okay. It can always, that's a strange Jellicent, but I like it. It can always, get to the Strength Sap before we can get to it. So, setting up in its face isn't really going to do too much for us. Like, okay, yeah, we've knocked out the Jellicent there, but our Rotom, I assume, is going to be going down here, or close to. I mean, this is a 3-on-2 situation, but I'm quite sure that a Max Steel Spike is going to one-shot this Rhyperior because it's such a frail, such a fast Rhyperior.
I'm just starting to wonder how slow that Duraludon is.
Yeah, if it is like a hard trick room
speed
team,
then we don't have much speed investment.
You never know. So I'll try and burn the Flapple, or should I just try and? I think it's probably best to try and overheat it because I guess we're going to be locking into Earthquake, aren't we?
Yes, we will be.
So it's best just overheat the Flapple and try and bounce it as well.
Yeah, there's no reason to go for Waterfall or Power Whip here.
Yeah. I guess it forces the Flapple to protect next turn. Well, it doesn't really, does it? Because we're -1, we're not going to be doing that much damage. Protects Gyarados for another turn, so at least we're going to have 2 targets for him on this last turn. We could get the Paralysis as well. Overheat hits should do like 60% or so. Yeah, there's like 80. Wow. And a Whirlwind into the Rotom. Yep, fair enough. Actually, we're -2. We're now a -3, aren't we? Because I forgot about the last Whirlwind. And we'll see what the Flapple wants to do here then. Just a Grab Apple. Okay. So, it comes down to Rhyperior again, I think. Re-Earthquake.
Ooh, I'm just having a quick calc actually, just doing a bit of cheating in the background, how much this Choice Band High Horsepower or Earthquake would do. I think we'll just go for the Earthquake just to play it safe, because Bounce should be knocking out Flapple this turn.
Even though we're -3? Yeah, I can see that.
But it is Gyarados and it's very
yeah, I mean, High Horsepower is more powerful, but I don't think either of these are going to one-shot the Duraludon, so it's just Earthquake. Let's just Earthquake. But yeah, even like he just steel spikes into the Rhyperior and wins, doesn't he? Like it's as simple as that, really. Yeah, Flapple goes down. I'm pretty sure the steel spike will get the Rhyperior. And if he worm wins, he worm wins. And that's
knocks out.
and there's still one shots us. Okay. Like I guess he was thinking that he didn't want to like miss the knockout and activate the weakness policy, which is fair enough. But but yeah, wow, he just and we couldn't, it was his last turn of Dynamax and whatnot. We couldn't have protected on that because Ridgewood banned it. So yeah, it's as simple as that. Like I'm like, it's the end of the video. Goodbye, thank you for joining and everything. But I'm just gonna bounce just to see if I can get a cheeky pro. I've never used bounce before aside from that last turn. So I'm gonna see if I can get a paralysis. Because then if we do get the paralysis, we can waterfall and paraflint, maybe. But we'd need a paralysis and a full paralysis this turn. The odds are very low.
More being -4.
But they are still odds. Yeah. 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 No.
No.
All right. So thank you for joining, everyone. It's been pretty fun using this team so far, actually. Thank you again to Nathan for joining me. And
thanks for having me.
And you're most welcome. We will be back tomorrow for some more Indeedee Slurp of action. So thank you, and like and subscribe and share and everything. And we'll see you tomorrow. So goodbye for now.